Due to an overwhelming response and popular demand, here is our next full update. Okay, so if you are new here, my name is Brandi, and this channel is all about horses and my journey with horsemanship. So if you want to learn more about horses, you can start by hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications so you don't miss anything. So what we have going on right now is I have a mare that is due to have a foal any day. And actually, we've been waiting for a couple weeks now. So our vet was here on April 18th, and she felt that our mare was due, could go at any moment. She said 5-7 days at the latest. So, well, and here we are, and it is May 8th, and we still have no baby yet. Now, if you haven't followed everything, just know that this mare has been pasture bred, so we don't know the actual due date. All I know is that I put her in with the stallion the end of May, and we picked her up in October. So, but this mare is showing all signs saying that baby is coming very soon. And I will show you an update on her, so stay watching and you'll see an update as to where she's at and the changes that I've noticed over just the last couple of days. The purpose of these videos, because there's been a little bit of confusion lately. There's been some people who really want instant gratification, and until there's a foal actually sticking out of my mare's behind, they don't want to see the updates. Well, what I have to say there is if you don't want to watch it, just go somewhere else. But for those of you who've enjoyed following the journey, that's the purpose of why I have it here, is just for the reality of what it's like when a foal is soon to arrive. So just like with everything on my channel, it's all real life stuff that I want to share with the world. So, okay, with my mare, another thing I want to address is her environment. In a perfect situation, I would have large amounts of pasture with my mare out in a herd environment, preferably like with other brood mares or some of her closest buddies, whatever, and she would just have her foal out in the field. Well, where we are, we have we get over 300 inches of snow a year, and we actually have, I think there's like predicted like 10 inches of snow coming either tonight or tomorrow, and we just got 5 inches last week, so it's very wet here. We've got not the best weather for a mare to have her foal outside. So my pastures have a tremendous amount of mud right now. It's just what we have. So I have her separated into a paddock. So she goes between a stall and a paddock. My horses are not stalled often at all. And this mare, I just want to make sure that she doesn't have her baby in the muck. So that's why she's kept in a stall when I'm not with her or when I'm not around to watch her. I'm not comfortable with her being out with her herd for another reason. So I have some mares and geldings mixed, and I have a lot of concern about having her out in the pasture because I have personally watched another mare steal a foal from a maiden mare who had just had her baby. And that can be very scary and something that is very difficult to deal with. When I was in North Dakota last year, I watched it firsthand. And I guess it's pretty common. It happens a lot more frequently than you would think. And to me, that was a genuine concern. So I would like to just have this mare have her baby on her own. And that way also I can keep her, she can be out in the paddock. She can have free range to her stall, which has grain in it and hay in it at all times, and it's nice and dry in there. So if I had her with another horse, I wouldn't be able to keep that stall open for her to come in and out like that. As you may know, this is my very first personal foal. My husband and I did work at another barn that had quite a few foals, and I was the first one on the scene for most of them. And that was, that was a very educational experience, but they were not my horses, they were not my foals, and so the connection is just completely different. I have a tremendous amount of love for the animal, but it's different when it's your own personal horse. So I am a little bit more on edge. I'm more excited. I have more anxiety and everything to do with this just because of my personal investment into this whole ordeal. So many bad things can happen when there's birthing involved. You know, and this could be a different video at a different time, but we did breed one mare one other time, and she lost the foal. So there's that. That's my personal experience. And then I have also seen a foal lose its mother. I have also seen a foal die after being a few days old. I have also seen a foal die after being a few hours old. So there's a lot of things that can go wrong. With this situation, I feel like I have this amazing opportunity to sit back and just watch this whole experience. And I find it fascinating, and I like to see all the daily changes with my mare, and I like to share those things for the world with the world. I really find it very interesting and very educational. So that's the purpose of these videos that I'm doing, and I hope you can find some value in that, and just understand that when the baby comes, the baby comes, but I'll keep you informed as much as I can until that actually happens. Jason and I have really been toying with the idea of having cameras in the stall, so when Nika does go into labor, we can try to, for one, catch it on video, and for two, be able to be there with her in case there is an issue. I don't think the whole camera situation is going to work out, simply because we don't have Wi-Fi in our barn, and we're going to need to spend a fortune to get anything linked up so that we can actually make it happen. So as of right now, we're sticking with the old-fashioned way and just making regular checks to see if we can catch anything, if we can help in any way. We're being as quiet and peaceful as we can and trying not to interfere. And my mare is used to a lot of regular activity, so it's nothing out of the norm for her to see us in and out and around and have a ton of commotion going on. I have between 250 and 300 students at my barn, so this mare is very used to a lot of activity. It's just plain normal. So I don't think that she's concerned about that at all, so I don't believe that we are interfering in any way with what she's got going on. And honestly, I probably spend about a total of an hour a day with this mare. So I go out and I check on her. I'll maybe groom her. I don't do that every day, and sometimes my daughter will groom her, or one of the other kids will groom her. And she genuinely loves every second of that. When you walk out into her paddock, she turns and nickers at you and walks right over to you. So I know that she genuinely wants us there. So I know some folks are a little concerned about her not having enough quiet time, and let me tell you, that is just genuinely not the case. So, and when I'm not with her, a lot of times she's standing at the gate waiting. So, you know, I listen to my horse, and if I felt she needed more space, I would certainly give her that. I really would like to be there for the birth of the foal, simply because there's so many things that could go wrong. Well, and there's the fact that I just would love to be able to be there for the miracle of life. I just love that so much, and I think that it would be absolutely amazing if I could be part of that. Just to see it happen would be pretty incredible. And of course, if I have the ability to, I will share it all with you as well, if I can catch it on camera. I mean, that's for sure. I will definitely do that if it's an option. But some of the things I'm concerned about is, you know, I've heard of mares firsthand. I've heard of mares that have laid down too close to the stall wall and had complications because of that, and the baby didn't have enough room to come out properly because of the location. And also, you know, issues with the baby not being able to breathe because the sac is over its face. And one of the things that I've been warned about by the vet is to watch for a red bag. Basically, when the baby comes out, you'll see a white sac in a normal delivery. But if you see a red sac, that is bad. Basically, the foal will not be able to come out properly and will more than likely suffocate. So if a red bag is seen, it needs to immediately be torn. And if you don't, you can lose the foal very quickly. So that is a concern of mine, and it does happen. The odds are very slim, but it is something that could happen. So it's just one more reason for me to want to be there. When a foal is born, there are a few things to watch for. And basically, my vets have told me there's a 1, 2, 3 rule. So after the foal is born, they should be standing in 1 hour. And then they should be nursing within 2 hours, and the placenta should be delivered within 3 hours. So, and with that placenta, I've been told to collect it and put it in a bucket and put it in a cool place until my vet can look at it. So basically what they do is they spread it out and look at it and make sure that there's no pieces missing, because if some of that gets stuck inside of the mare, she could risk infection, and that just, that's not good. So we want to make sure that the whole placenta is delivered properly. And I thought about that too. Let me know in the comments below, when the vet takes that and inspects it, do you want me to make a video of that? Do you want to see what that looks like and what she's looking for and have her explain that? So if you want to see that, comment below, and then we'll ask her and see what she thinks. And then the next thing that happens is we put iodine on the umbilical cord just to make sure that there's no infection that happens there. So, but basically I'll make sure that mama and baby have a lot of alone time. I want to make sure that they can have the time that they need to bond really well, and I don't want to interfere with any of that early any of those early moments. Some people have also asked about if I've had a vet check her. The vet was here on April 18th and checked her over really well and was not concerned at all. She did think that she would probably be foaling in 5 to 7 days, but you know what? When I was pregnant, the doctors told me that I was probably going to go early as well, and I ended up being 10 days over my due date. Babies come when babies want to come, and there's really not much that we can do about that. And so I've been sitting here losing sleep over the whole thing just because I'm excited. I can't help it. This is a very exciting time. And my brain just is continuously going about this because I'm really excited about it. Like my husband says, horses have been having babies for thousands of years. I'm sure she'll do just fine. Yes, and I do feel that way. I'm super realistic. I'm a very, very realistic person who understands things can go wrong. I've accepted that. It's a risk that we take when we made the decision to breed her. So it is what it is. We do have the vet coming here next week. I have our local vet is coming here on Wednesday, and then we've got a vet from an hour and a half away or so coming here on Thursday. Hopefully she has the baby before then, so the vet can really get a good check over mama and baby and make sure that everything is the way it should be. All right, now let's move on to the important stuff, and I'm going to show you a little update from yesterday how Nika looked. And you can kind of see the changes from the last video. This bag is getting pretty big and full. That does not look comfortable. That's way bigger than it's been. Today is Tuesday, 7th, May 7th. Still no baby. She's got some good dripping going on right now. I was watching her last night and I could see the milk just dripping out of her from across the arena. It's crazy. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to continue to learn about horses and you want to follow my horsemanship journey and you want to see that baby, make sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your notifications so you get updates as soon as they happen. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.